Hello and welcome to the next video of AutoCAD series. In this video, we are going to talk about status bar, which is this toolbar here at the bottom right, and it is a very important part of AutoCAD user interface, and we use it a lot. So without wasting any time, let us start to explore what is included in a status bar. The first option is this display drawing grid that we can turn it on and off, which controls this grid in a drawing area. In fact, these grids helps us when we are drawing, and if you remember, there used to be uh, papers like this, and when the designers draw by their hand on those papers, this helps us to understand whether we are drawing a straight line or not. So that is the purpose of uh, this grid. So we normally turn it on, but if you are not happy with it, you can turn it off from here. And the uh, shortcut of it is F7. So you can press F7 on your keyboard to turn it on and off. The second one is snap mode with the shortcut of F9. If you turn it on, let me first turn it off. When you are drawing a line, you can draw a line wherever you like. But if you turn it on, you just can draw a line uh, from the beginning and end of this grids. You cannot draw a line between them. You can see that all of the corners are at the end of one of these grids. It's not that much useful option because I never use it, but it's there. And the next one is auto mode, which is very important and useful. When you turn it on, you just can draw a line in a horizontal or vertical. So in this way, you can be sure that all of your line are totally straight. And if you want to change it without turn it off, you can press shift and then again you can have straight lines. And also you can turn it off and on with F8. For example, if you are drawing, you can press F8 and turn it off, and again turn it on by pressing F8 on your keyboard. And the next one is polar. Uh, Polar helps us to draw a line in a specific angle that we want. For example, whenever I'm in a 90 angle, it shows the guideline in a green color that shows that I'm in a 90-degree angle. But you can change it. For example, if you want to draw in a 45-degree, whenever you are in a 45-degree, it shows that you are in a right angle. And also you can use another angles here, and also you can make your own angle. For example, I made 35. Let me delete it. For example, 22. So whenever I want to go to 22 degree, it shows that green guideline. And the point is that when you turn on Polar, the ortho mode automatically deactivated. N- You cannot have both of them, and it's normal because when you turn on Polar, you don't want to draw in a just vertical or horizontal direction. You need a specific degree. And also we have iso draft or isometric drafting, and will talk about it later. So let's go forward, and we have object snap or auto snap here with the shortcut of F11. Let me show you how it works. For example, when you want to make a rectangle, I'm not sure that how much or how long is this line because I just draw it without any number. But when this option is on and you come here and slowly go back, it shows that these lines are equal. So you can make a rectangle without any number. But when it is off, you can see that these lines are not equal. So I have a problem here. So it's a very handy tool. And the next one is very, very important and very, very useful, which is object snap with the shortcut of F3. And without it, we cannot do anything in AutoCAD. So how it works, for example, when we have a line here, and we want to continue our drawing from at the end of that line or this corner or here, it's very difficult. For example, if I click here, you can see when we zoom, these are not matched together. So our drawing is not very uh, clean, or we cannot trust our drawing in this way. But when it is on, we can easily draw because there is a snap. And if we zoom here, you can see that these points are exactly matched together. It's not the only use of snap. It helps us in a very different way. For example, if I want to find the middle of this line or this line, it's very difficult to find where is the exact point of the middle of this line. Or we have, when we have a circle and we want to draw a line from the exact center of this circle, it's almost impossible. But with the help of a snap, we can easily find it. Now the center of circle is activated, so I can easily see the center of circle. For example, if I activate midpoint, so now I can easily find the middle of this line. Again, I can easily find the middle of this line. And also center of this circle. Let me show you the other options of a snap. We have these options here that always you can active or deactivate, or you can use this option, select all or clear all. But normally endpoint and midpoint center, these are the most important. So this is about snaps. And also there are some other options that you can find it here. For example, we have line weight. I activate it from here, it comes here. And we also have selection cycle is important. I'm going to describe it. Yep. For example, when we are drawing a plan of a house, normally we use a thicker line for walls and all of the objects that is cut in our plan or in our section. But for objects like a table or a chair or anything inside the plan, we normally use a thinner line. So we can easily, let me show you, all of these lines are here. Okay. Uh, so normally to do that, we should change the thickness of our lines. Uh, there are different ways, but the easiest way is using layers. And when this option is deactivated, we see all the lines in a same thickness. But when we turn it on, we can see which of our lines are in a different thickness. For example, I can change this to 70, this to, for example, 50. So with the help of this option, we can see the thickness of our lines. But even when it is off, it doesn't mean that these are all the same. When you print this drawing in your printed version, you can see the difference. But if you want to see it in your drawing area, you should turn this option on. And also we have selection cycling. Let me turn off this option and bring this back to this. So when we have two lines that are overlap, for example, like this, or let me clean my drawing area. For example, we have a rectangle here and we have a line here. So because of having this rectangle, we cannot see our line there. And when we want to select this rectangle here, these lines will be selected without any options. But when we turn on these tools, when we select, it gives us more options that says you want line or polyline, which is that rectangle, or none of them. So it is a useful tool, especially when you want to clean up your drawing. And what else? And also we have isolation objects or isolation mode. For example, when we have something like this or a line here, imagine that we want to work on this rectangle, but our drawing area is very busy and we want to just focus on this rectangle, we can select it and use this option and isolate object. So we just have this rectangle and we can focus on it and work on it. And again, we can bring back all the drawing. So those drawings are not deleted, they are just hidden. And when you want to have it again, you can click here and end object isolation. And also we have another option here. For example, if we just want to hide this circle, you can click here and select hide objects, or this and this, again hide object. And when we want to have them again, we can use end object isolation. So that is all about status bar. So I guess that's enough for this video, and see you in the next session. Have a great time.